Well, the results are in, and North Carolina has even more to brag about. We just took 4 spots on the top 10 list of most moved to cities in America, according to moving and storage company Pods. So why is everyone flocking to North Carolina, and where are they coming from, and which cities and states are seeing the most outbound movement? Let's dive in. But before we do, if you're new here, my name is Matt Martin and I'm a Raleigh-based realtor. I've helped tons of clients just like you move to the Triangle region of North Carolina. And if you're looking to do the same, I'd love to help you too. So as I mentioned, 4 of North Carolina's cities just landed on the top 10 list of most moved to cities in the US. You can see the full list here, with Asheville coming in at number 10, Raleigh at number 6, Charlotte number 5, and at number 1, we have a combination of the Wilmington, North Carolina, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina area. And while I could rave about each of these places, my specialty is Raleigh. So let's dig into why we placed number 6 overall. Now, if you've watched my videos before, a lot of this information will sound familiar. But if you're new here, come along while I tell you all the things that make Raleigh so great. And if you want to know the big losers, stay tuned till the end of the video to find out which states plummeted this year and why. Do you have any guesses? So one of the top reasons people are moving here is to be closer to family, be it family that's originally from here, or to follow family that has recently moved to the area and is loving the lifestyle. Now, this comes as no surprise to me. I have one client who moved here from Austin, only to be followed shortly thereafter by her parents from the Chicago area. And then just this week, we got her sister under contract to move here from Boston. And last year, I helped a wonderful couple move here, also from Chicago. Next year, I'll be helping her daughter and son-in-law make the same move. And now her parents are also looking in the area. Once people move here and tell their family how great it is, it doesn't take long for others to follow suit. Another top reason that people are moving here is for work, since the region has an incredibly strong economy and job market. The hub of that strong economy is the Research Triangle Park, or RTP, which is the #1 largest research park in the country and employs nearly 60,000 workers across 300 companies, including titans like IBM, GSK, Cisco, Microsoft, and NVIDIA. RTP was recently ranked one of the top biotech hubs in the country. And those accolades haven't gone unnoticed by some of the world's biggest companies like Apple and Google, who have both made announcements in recent years to open up shop in the area. Not to mention Ozempic maker Novo Nordisk, who just announced a $4 billion expansion plan in nearby Clayton. You can check out my whole video on the top companies coming to North Carolina right here, which will make it clear to see why this booming hub accounts for Raleigh's higher than average median household income and lower than average unemployment rate. RTP's success is fueled by the incredible pool of talent within the Triangle, stemming from our strong education system. While the Triangle is anchored by 3 Tier 1 research universities, Duke, UNC Chapel Hill, and NC State, the area is home to 20 plus colleges and universities that produce nearly 65,000 graduates per year. We also have the 4th highest concentration of PhDs in the entire country, which creates an incredible pipeline of talent to feed the strong economy here. But it's not just the colleges and universities that are great. It's also the K-12 Wake County Schools District, which received an A grade on niche.com and was ranked the #7 school district out of the 115 across the state. So from pre-K through college, the Triangle region of North Carolina is consistently applauded for our strong education system. Next up, let's talk about the cost of living. People have historically flocked to the region for its affordability, though many will argue that that's changed in recent years. And while it's true that the Triangle is no longer the hidden gem of affordability that it once was, we still have a much lower cost of living than you'll find in many of America's booming cities. While Raleigh's 3-month median single-family home price hovers around $570,000 as of June 2024, you don't have to go far outside the city center to find much more affordable options. including the nearby suburbs of Garner at $430,000, or Wendell at $408,000, or Clayton at $386,000. You can check out my video on the top 20 Triangle cities from most expensive to least right here to find a ranking of them all. And remember, these numbers are for single family homes only. Factoring in condos and townhomes brings down these figures significantly. While those prices are slightly higher than the national average, one area where Raleigh shines bright is its low taxes. Here, property taxes hover around 1% of property value versus places like Austin, Texas, that are closer to 2%. And if you live outside the city limits, you're only responsible for the county taxes, which are generally a few tenths of a percent lower. Now, every city and county here has different rates, so it's important to speak to your real estate agent to understand what your rates may look like buying in Wake County versus Durham County versus Johnston County. Another great thing about Raleigh, North Carolina is our weather. And pairing perfectly with that, our access to the outdoors. One of the things that people love most about living here is that we have 4 full seasons, but the extremes are less so than in many places, and our climate is relatively mild overall. Yes, we have a hot and humid summer, but it lasts about 2 to 3 months, much shorter than in other places in the South, like Florida or Texas, and our average temperatures never break into the 90s. Though this heat wave that's sweeping the East Coast right now may shatter that statistic. And we only average about 1 day a year over 100 degrees. So while our summers will definitely feel hotter than, say, LA or San Diego, they are much milder than many parts of the country. And at the other extreme, during winter, we'll get days in the 20s and 30s, and we average about 4 inches of snow a year. But our average highs never drop below 50, and we're back into the 60s come March. We also average about 215 sunny days a year, so there are lots of beautiful blue sky North Carolina days to sit outside or go enjoy the outdoors. And speaking of the outdoors, the Triangle is known for its insanely beautiful tree canopy. And Raleigh is called the City of Oaks for a reason. One of the first things people comment on whenever they visit here for the first time is how incredibly lush and green it is. And all that beauty can be enjoyed across the region's 150 plus mile greenway network for biking, hiking, or simply strolling. We also have literally hundreds of parks, from small community parks to the 300-acre Dorothea Dix Park in downtown Raleigh, to the 5,500 plus acre Umstead State Park right between Raleigh and Durham. One of my favorites is the Eno River State Park, about 15 miles northwest of Durham, for its beautiful trails that follow the Eno River and give access to multiple swimming holes, beautiful scenery, and a picturesque suspension bridge. We also have multiple lakes, including Jordan Lake to the west and Falls Lake to the north, both of which allow motorized watercraft, and Lake Johnson just about 10 to 15 minutes southwest of downtown Raleigh, which features a 3-mile trail around it that's perfect for a brisk Saturday morning hike. The region is also notable for its easy access to our entire coastline of beaches to the east and the beautiful Appalachian Mountains to the west. Depending on where you are in the Triangle, you'll find yourself about 2 hours away from the beach and about 2.5 to 3 hours away from the mountains, which means both are great for weekend getaways or even day trips. We try to get to the beach at least 1 to 2 times per month during the summer, and it's one of the main reasons we chose to move to Raleigh. So that's what makes Raleigh the number 6 most moved to city in the US, according to Pods. But who are the big losers? In terms of which state saw the largest decline in move-ins, that goes to Florida, who last year claimed 5 of the top 10 most moved to cities in the US. This year, that number plummeted to 2. I have a whole video on Florida versus Raleigh, but the decline in move-ins is largely due to ballooning insurance costs, increased natural disasters, and lower price appreciation than previously noted. In other words, the benefits of moving to Florida may no longer outweigh the risks and costs. In terms of which state overall had the highest number of moved outs, well, that goes to my home state of California, which grabbed 4 spots on the list of top most moved out of cities. You can check out the whole top 10 list here. And as you can see, it's a lot of the big name cities where residents are getting priced out and fleeing for more value and a better quality of life. If you're considering a move to North Carolina, let me know what's driving the decision in the comments below. Or if you're looking to explore the Triangle yourself and all the great things it has to offer, or you're ready to kick off your house hunt here, I'd love to be your guide. You can find all my contact information right down below. And if you like this video, I have a whole library of others all about moving to and living in the Triangle region. There's one right there that I think you might like, so give it a click to keep on watching.